Next ACL is, the next topic is now named ACLs. We are basically giving names to the access lists. So how can we configure, or you can say configuring named ACLs? This is the topic. This is the third topic. With this, we are going to complete our ACLs, and we will start NAT, Network Address Translation. It's another protocol which is helping us to translate IP addresses into different IP addresses, right? Just for the security reasons. So just like the numbered ACLs we have used so far, named ACLs allow you to filter network traffic according to various criteria or guidelines or policies. However, they have the following benefits over named, or you can say numbered ACLs. So far, I told you there are two types of or three types of ACLs. So extended and standard, we used to have numbers. Suppose that access list, the number, which is 100, I gave you the number, like for each particular access list type, like standard, they were having a different number range. And for this, we used to have a different number range. But here we have something different. So we have some benefits over numbered ACLs. So what are the benefits over, what are the benefits of named ACLs or benefits of named ACLs or numbered ACLs? In numbered, when I talk about numbered, it means both standard and extended. Okay, so first one is an ACL or ALC can be assigned a meaningful access control list, or access list control can be assigned a meaningful name. For example, filter, we can give a name to it. So for example, in my previous example, I want administrator to filter traffic allow. So we can say filter traffic to server. Or you can give any other name. It's not necessary. Then ACL, access control list, sub commands are used to the ACL configuration mode. So, and not in the global configuration mode. So subcommands are used in sub global configuration mode, not in the global configuration mode. This is another part of it, as with numbered ACLs. Third is you can reorder statements in a named access list using sequence numbers. These are the benefits that we do have in named ACLs or numbered ACLs. But just like named ACLs, or you can, just like numbered ACLs, named ACLs can be of two types. So named ACLs are of two types, both we can have, not how, it's two. Same, classification is same. We can have standard named ACLs, but named, all right, not numbered. So in numbered, we have two types, standard and extended. In named also, we have two types, standard and extended. So these are the two types. And now, if you wanted to check the command, how we can define the command through which we can just assign a named ACL. So the named access control list name and type is defined using the command IP access list ACCESS access list, where I'm going access list. You can choose either standard or extended. Which type of ACL you want, then you can give a name to it. That's how do we assign a name to an ACL, right? So the command is going to move you to the ACL configuration mode. When you go this command, as I've told you, ACL subcommands are used in ACL configuration mode, not in the global configuration mode as with numbered ACLs. When you give this command, it will take you to the sub mode. Like when you give an interface name, it will take you to the interface. In the same way, when you give this command, IP access list, whether standard or extended name of it, it will go down to the sub command where there will be only name of that ACL and you can configure configuration of that named ACL only. So where you can configure the permit and deny statements for that particular named ACL only. So just like with numbered ACLs, named ACLs ends with a implicit deny statement. When you give any permit statement, so by default, it will just deny all the other networks. So any traffic not explicitly permitted will be forbidden. But if you want to permit other networks also, then you need to give another command for permission or permit that network. So for this purpose, now we are going to move ahead and try to configure this particular topology. With the named ACL, my Cisco packet tracer is open. This was the previous topology. I'm going to close it. I will go and create a new project. I will save it. Find new. It's not saved yet. Oh. It's extended ACL. All right, so in this case also, I'm gonna take one router, two switches, and from this side, we're gonna have server, or two servers, three servers, four servers, anything you can take. And then I'm gonna link it here to here. And then here, I'm gonna add one or more machines, 1 and 2. You can even take only one. It's just for the demonstration purpose. So you can take more than one machine, 2, 3, depends upon the ports that you have in your switch. This is the topology that we will have. The network will be here again, the same 10.0.0.24. Are you here with me? And this will be having 192.168.0.0/24. All right, the IP address of this will be 0.24, sorry, 2. And here it's gonna be 0.3, and this will have 0.1. Also here it's 10.0. This, so 0.1 will be the gateway IP address, okay? We need to configure that before we go ahead with ACLs. And here also we need to configure it because at lost we need to check. So 10.0.0.2 with the subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and the gateway 0.1. That's it. Go to this PC, then configure TOV 0.3, 255.255.255.0, and this is the gateway. Halas. We'll come here and desktop IP config. It's 192.168.0.2 with this 192.168.0.1. This is the gateway. I will copy it so that it will be easy for me to assign or configure one more IP address. And that's it. I'll go to the router and I'm going to configure the IP address first, and even I can change the host name, configure terminal, and I'm going to name it as botnet host botnet. Now I'm gonna go to interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0/not.0/0 very fast. IP address 10.0.0.1 with the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. No shet. Then interface. I will just exit from here. Interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1 with the IP address. Oh, this is the IP address, and I have changed only 192 dot is already there. Here, 168.0 dot. There is double dot 0.1. That's it, and no shet. Exit from here. Exit from here. Write it. Then show IP root. You are having two directly connected networks, 10.0 and 192 is directly connected. So there's no need to implement any routing protocol. They are both able to communicate each other. Now, the question is, what do you have to do? What we have to do with this particular topology. So it's NamedACL first of all, NamedACL. First thing is we want to deny, it's all about new. So we want, we want to deny the user's workstation or user network, user's workstation, which is having the IP address 10.0.0.2, right? Or 3, any one of them, 24, for any type of access to the domain server, which is 192.168.0.2. We also, that's the second point, we also want to enable the user or users, both the users or user first. We also want to enable the user unrestricted access to the server 192.168.0.3. Suppose this is file server or storage server, okay, and this is 0.2 is mail server, suppose. So this is mail server, MAIL, and this over here is file server. What we have to do first, we need to deny access to the workstations, to any workstation. So this is 0.2 and this is 0.3. Or if you want for both, we are going to do that too. Now let's go ahead. This is file server and this is mail server. We want to deny the access to mail server and we want to enable the access to the to this file server for both these clients. So what we have to do, first thing, we'll open the router and we go to global configuration mode, which is configure T. Are you here with me? As I've told you, the command is IP access list extended. We are going to talk about extended, not standard. So as I've told you, this is the command. IP access list, name of the type of named list extended. So we can say the name. Now, as I've told you, we can say allow traffic. We can name it as allow traffic to file share server or file share. That's the server name. So allow traffic to file share, hit enter. This is the first thing. So we created a named server, and you can see this is the sub menu. So when we created an access list, named access list, allow traffic, it's going to use configure ext NACL. So NACL, so that's named, N means named, ACL means access control list. Next thing is, once inside the ACL configuration mode, we need to create a statement that will deny the user's workstation access to the domain server, which is, you can say domain server or mail server, okay? So we will say for that, what we can do, we'll say the number 20 deny IP 10.0.0. What's the IP address? 10.0.0.2. If it's a specific system, we will give an IP address with wildcard mask as 0.0.0. That's the source IP. What you have to deny? 192.168.0. 0.2. So 0.2, and its wildcard mask will be 0.0.0. So 20 deny IP 10.0.0.2. We have to deny the IP address, which is the IP address of this computer, and we have to deny it with the destination IP address 192.168.0.2 with the wildcard mask like this. That's it. Hit enter. The number 20 is going to represent the line in which you want to place the entry in the ACL. You understanding? So you can place, as I've told you, it's going to give you an order-like structure. You can sequence your access lists. If you want to place it on number line first, I'll show you later on how to check it. So you can see number 1. This particular entry will be here. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You can give. It's up to you. Okay. I have said that you will place this entry on the line number 20 in this ACL list, in this ACL, or you can say in this allow traffic file share, named ACL. So this is the 20th entry. Okay. You can also reorder it later on, which I'm going to show you. Next is, if you have to also deny, so rest of the, you can also deny on 21st. I'm going to just now deny the permission to 21st. 21st deny IP now 10.0.0.3. Now I'm going to deny access to this particular user also 10.0.0.3 to same computer and hit enter. That's number 21 line in the same particular named ACL. Clear with this?
Yes.
Now we have to also enable. Now we are done with the first step. We want to deny the user's workstation 10. And also 10.3 in any type of access to domain server, this. Khalas, and we also want to enable the user's unrestricted access to the server. So what we'll do, we'll go one by one, and now what we have to do, we'll give the command now on number line, we can say it's number line 21, it's number line 22, okay? Instead of deny, we will now permit both the IP address. Permit IP 10.0.0.2 specific IP address, that means wildcard will be 0.0.0.0 to the IP address 192.168.0. File share, what's the IP address of file share server? File server, it's 0.3. So 0.3, 0. With the wildcard mask 0.0.0.0. So 22 permit IP. We have to permit the IP 10. We are telling the router, please permit IP this with the IP destination IP as this. If anyone or if any request from this computer will come in order to reach to this network, please permit it. And it's on number line 20. Hit enter. Done. Number 23 line. Now I'm going to write it on number 23 line and permit IP in the same way 10.0.0.3 with this wildcard mask, and if it wants to reach to this particular destination IP, please permit. So permit. That's it. And now the main important thing that you need to do, we will take an exit from here. We'll take an exit from here. We'll write it first. What we have to do now? Yes.
Go to the interface.
Exactly. So third step is you need to apply it to the interface. Third will be apply it on the interface. So what should be the interface that we are going to apply it to?
You give it 0, 0, 0.
Exactly. So if you remember the rule for extended, this is extended. The rule is that whenever you use extended access list, always try to apply it to the source destination, source IP address. Whatever the interface is near to source IP address, apply it over there. So what we have to do, we'll go to global configuration mode, go to the interface, gigabit Ethernet, 0/0/0, hit enter. And then how do you allow it? IP access group. We do not have to give the number. Before we used to give number like 100, 199 or whatever it is. Here we have to give allow. What is the IP? This we have created, we have created NamedACL allow traffic, the same one. So traffic, TRAFFIC, check it out, what's the spelling? It's traffic only, it's not FF. So traffic, and it is file share, FI, make sure that spelling is correct. File SHAER, share, incomplete command. Oh, sorry. And then in or out, it should come in. So it should go in. IP access group, whenever you call about source IP address, it is coming in. Whenever you call about destination, it should go out. At that time, we use out in both interfaces. But in terms of extended, as we have to apply it on an interface which is near to source IP, so always the traffic will come in. So IP access group allow traffic file share in, that's it. So the commands above will force the router. This command will force the router to evaluate all packets trying to enter this port. If the workstation tries to access domain server, or you can say mail server, the traffic will be forbidden because of the first ACL statement. However, if the user tries to access file server, they will be allowed. So if you want to check now the access lists, we can take an exit from here. First of all, right, and we can say show IP access lists, and you can see extended IP access list allow traffic file share. On 20th number, it's this, you can see the sequence now. On 21st, this is the statement. On 22nd, this is the statement. And 23rd, this is the statement. With this, it's very easy for you to remember which particular entry we have made. We can replace it later on. Okay, now it's the time to try and check it out whether we are successful in implementing the NamedExtendedACL, right? So what we have to do now, we're going to close it here, and I'm going to try to ping. We have denied access to these both machines to access this server. So what's the IP of this? 0.2. We'll go to command prompt, ping 192.168.0.2. You can see destination host unreachable. Clear?
Yes.
And from this computer also, when we try to check it out, ping 192.168.0.2, destination host unreachable from the same computer. Now, second is we wanted to access this. We'll check whether we are able to access it or not. So ping 0.3. We'll just wait for some time. Here we go. You are able to access that. We have successfully implemented the extended named list. So here also, we'll check with 0.3, and you're getting the reply. So that means we have successfully implemented our 3 steps for named ACL, and we are done and the test is clear. We are able to ping from these 2 machines to file server, but we're not able to ping from these 2 computers to mail server. So that is a different one. So now you can just take a color that's not accessible, and that's accessible. Not permitted. Permitted. That's it. File save in CCNA. That's NamedExtendedACL. Okay. Is there any doubt or confusion in your mind about it?
No.
Everything's clear? So
Yes.
this is how do we configure the ACLs. I told you there are numbered ACLs and named ACLs. In numbered, we are using numbers and the range is given. If you are not sure about it, you can use router and use the helping verb to get the knowledge of the numbers that we can use for standard and extended numbered ACLs. And the named ACLs, we have again standard and extended. And this is the way how do we do or both of the things, both of the ACLs. Okay, so I hope everything's clear about ACLs, right?
Yes.
Now, this is enough about ACL we have completed, and the next topic is NAT. All right, we're going to go through the basic information about NAT, and in the next class, I will go through NAT configuration and all. So wait a sec, I will not share the screen. I'm stopping it. Let me